Great and beautiful morning, afternoon, and evening to you, wherever you are joining me at this hour. I say, welcome to 201 edition of Investdata Trading Academy Live with Ambrose. I would say, thanks so fly. We have done almost 201. Like I was saying yesterday, this is good. I want to thank you all. But as we speak now, the market again at the global center, because that is where we start from top to bottom. We need to move from the global market down to our market. For global market, as we speak now, the market remained mixed as we know at this hour, as at yesterday. No good one for the market. All eyes on what on corporate earnings. At the same time, the economic data. For today, we are seeing that bank European Central Bank will be meeting. Why? Okay, Bank of Canada will also be meeting. We'll see whether there will be adjustment in their rate, just as we saw yesterday. Here, we saw the aggressive nature of our MPC meeting at the end of the day. We want to see now that we're seeing a kind of a slowdown in inflation across globe. Let's see what the matured economy will be doing, especially as far as on Europe. European Central Bank to see what they are going to do today, as all eyes are also on German economic data, and that of US will be coming tomorrow on what on the GDP for the last quarter for 2022 for US. All these numbers are what is driving this volatility, and also the reopening of China, also and also seeing that the crude production also has increased. We're seeing that even gasoline price are also slowing down. These are the things that is driving also the matured market performance in terms of oscillation. I tell you that this volatility is what every investor are looking at to make money in any market. That means if we are seeing the same volatility that we saw here, in our market yesterday that is also continuing this morning, that is that this is what a global thing. That means as all eyes are on these numbers, we want to see the outcome today here back in Nigeria. We're looking at to see the outcome of what we call the treasury bill primary market option to see the rate and the yield also for that what we're looking at for this market. But down there in Europe and US, Asia market and other African market, we're seeing a mixed trend that's also driving this market up and down. For Asia, don't forget that Asia market has stayed strong all this while, despite during their holidays, we saw improved activities also now in that market, which is good. This market has opened also for business today. You can see that after the holiday, volume also is also looking a bit slight. But I tell you that the China and other Taiwan are still closed for all these their are still closed for their holiday. But for all these Asia markets, we know that before now they enter almost what we call a bull market because they are trading above 20% from the last not October. But for Africa, we're seeing mixed market. This morning we're seeing that our market opened a green, but to speak now, because of a drop in NTN price, we're seeing that it has come down to a slight negative position. That's for the market. But if you remember that this number that I'm managing from different domain with impressive numbers, also that will support this global market, even when the fear of recession is here and there. But we're seeing that the recession might not be as expected because we're seeing that some tapering in what in inflation as gasoline income because there are some countries able to manage their period of weather with the issue that's going on in Ukraine and Russia. Therefore, that we see that if that continues, we might see that might see inflation coming down again for those countries in the month of January. But for us here, we are seeing another reverse in January. Why I say so? Because we expect that the new price of pump price of fuel and also the electricity hike again that as ongoing was going to change the narrative for us. Change that we want to saw it in December might be just just a flash in the pan. But we're seeing another jumbo hike in terms of inflation for the month of January. But ideally, the history of Nigeria, January to be a month where we see inflation coming down. But now we're seeing it in the month of December. Why January we're seeing a change that cost of transportation has increased. Let's see how it goes. But let's on the strength of low consumption might not see, but let's see how it goes. But I believe that what happened yesterday is what all eyes is now to see how the market is going to respond today, tomorrow, to know where the market is going. But like I said earlier in one of the programs this morning, that we don't need to panic as investors. We are seeing that we are already in any season. This is coinciding at the time of any season. Don't forget last year we started about 500 basis point hike in rate from the CBN, but the market was also in green. But this year, this is the first one we are seeing now. But this is not coinciding where we have the earning season at hand. Yet even today now, if there is a kind of adjustment in rate from all those 90 days, 120 days and 300 to almost 10% or 9%, I've still tell you that those time frame that's going to is different from what you can play in a match where as you expect to see possible rebalancing from the players because these players there has the fund, we call them smart money or big money. We want to see how they're going to move on. If they're also taking advantage of the equity market before they start going back to that's why it's called portfolio reshuffling. Let's see how the market reacts today, tomorrow, after we have seen also yesterday we saw the outcome of FCBT. Today we want to see the outcome of the rate market from the the treasury bill. That also formulate what would likely to happen. But after that, don't forget that we're entering the last week, of the month of January. That usher was into the month of February. For February, latest from the second week of February, we start seeing early Friday that will come into corporate action. We're also seeing already unattended account that started flying, and we saw what the number of Unilever was yesterday, and you can see that the price is still maintaining that momentum because of the number. Given inside that, yes, they have about 1 naira 4 kobo. If they go to pay 80% or 90% of that, that would also be a good one. If you are saying paying 100% or 90% of that or 99 giving 4 kobo, which you know that most of the company in Nigeria that has the high investor, foreign investor, they know how to pay out all their earnings. So I'm not surprised. Using this 1 naira 4 kobo, it's possible they can pay you at 80 kobo. That is what is supporting the price. And don't forget that when they pay, most of the time they don't take their money back. It is also to expand their world, their holding in Nigeria. These are the things that I think that will change the dynamics of the market. In some companies that we're seeing the result. For that, I think it's a good result for us also to look at. And which we will look at yesterday, sorry. But I believe that the trend we're seeing in the market, as number is coming, and also respect that the release of some potential managers also very soon. Also, this also figure that will also be changing activities. And don't forget that once we see the economic activities, which is the GDP, would also give a close, a clear direction where the economy is going. That this fear of recession also start also taking because once you see that China economy is extending recovery in demand, that is going to affect oil price. And the oil price was to even though it put down marginally to trade around there, 86.40 dollar per barrel as at as we speak now. I still believe that there's still potential in that stock to also to do well. That means we don't need to panic because once we are seeing oil price remaining below this $90, that's the war also playing out for the global economy. But to see that the demand that comes from China was also waking a lot of activities. Consider people were exporting to China. These are the things that also will feel that if China can escape recession, US escape recession, that means the global recession we're afraid of might not be there. But what is happening in Ukraine and Russia, I think it's the time for the world leaders to look at it and address the issue because that has been a trigger of all this we're saying. Even the inflation that have caused the central banks of the world to start checkmating inflation with the aggressive rate hike. If it start also coming down, we might see a reversal very soon. These are the things that we should know before we come back to look at what the local market. But as we speak now, I want to look at trading itself. Because I tell you that once you see this kind of trend in the market, especially yesterday, people will be panicking to say where are they going to see that they have rates have been kind of adjusted up again. And don't forget that in this same market, as the last one they did in November, we saw a rate hike. Market was still maintaining an uptrend. That uptrend is still there. You can see it. That's what we're seeing. But another thing that we look at, market, resisting a declare, being at a resistance level, got there, not break out. That we saw kind of a ranging market or sideways movement in the market. It tells you that sellers at that point are strong. That they are not no people are taking profit, and I tell you that's why we are seeing the up and down, the seesaw movement we are seeing there. Yesterday we saw another pullback about 0.09%. For this morning, market was in here earlier about 0.2, but now slightly in also in there. But before we will know where market is also going. But the good thing that market remains strong. Why I say remains strong? If you look at online indicators, yes, but the money flow is already looking down. But in any market, there are people that control this market, and that is why I tell people that in any market, buyers and sellers are the ones that are in charge of the market. Who buy and also who sell. The most number of shares at what are the desired price or price range. These are the things. These are what move market or move stock up and down. That's why every investor must look at where is the big money. The big money, the start money, the smart money. That means the risk trader that has got institutional investor, hedge fund. Also look at high net worth investors, all these pension fund, insurance company, all these are the ones that we call institutional investors that also play this market. Where are they putting money? And this volume that you need to know where they are going. That's why when people say trend is your trend is your friend, I agree with them to a level, but I personally believe that volume is your friend because that volume also look at what where is the demand and supply, because these are the two people that keep pace of the market, that give market direction. That's why I want every one of us to pay attention to what to that volume in any market you are trading, because it's very, very important. No matter who we are, you and I alone cannot change the price. Even the neighbor who cannot change the price. It is this particular investor, the hedge fund, the big fund that that can do this change. If that's the you need to see where is the volume moving from, where is the volume in the market. Is that volume that help us to know exactly what we should do, what as trader and investor. That's why I said the market is currently changing, and more importantly, that even at this point we are seeing that no pastor adjustment, we're in any season, we're also seeing election around the corner. How will you stay ahead of the game? You need to stay ahead of the game, and that is why this class is there for us, so that you can know how to work to read your chart very well. Chart give you a pictorial, what is happening. Like I said, that market I was attending, you can see when I said market is trying to that support level has non resistance. You can see it here. The market is on the strength, looking right. If you can see from the chart, it means that something is happening. As market that had remained in this a sell position, let me put that way, sell position or a strong resistance level with what with strong momentum again. This momentum is something that is just keeping us to see, because momentum remains very strong. But if you call up your stochastic indicator, you tell that momentum, you tell that market at a oversold region. But that will also make you to run away from the position. But that's why you need to combine some indicators to work. That's why in Investdata we don't play looking at what our momentum indicator. That's why when we are charting, look at price action or price structure, look at what momentum and also timing. These are very, very important. The timing, like we know that this equity is coming, what is the assumption, what is likely to be the outcome. We have planned and see the momentum behind the market. But I see that even towards it, I see that market was actually waiting for a trigger and funds were leaving the market because people are taking profit. That is what we saw. But I believe that, like I always say in this class, that as a trader or investor, for you to be successful, you must know how to combine your technical and your fundamental effectively. If you know how to do this without no compromising, I will tell you that at better part of the market you will be on the winning side. Why only few people? Because nobody has 100% of what control of the market. But with this, we have to stay any market cycle or level, you stay what ahead of the market. That is why money flow as indicator is very, very important. Why also following the smart money. How do you follow the smart money? You need to know where money is going. So that's why you are following the smart money. Put your money indicator or money flow will also help you to know exactly where this funds are entering and where they are coming from. You also see the stock they are pursuing. That also help you to make what informed investment. That's why in any market you don't need to panic. But once you have this at the back of your head, you need to see the volume, the imbalance between the volume, the seller and the buyer. That will take you. Whether you have excess buyers, see price going on, you have excess supplier, you can see that that as people that are selling. But as we speak now, from this chart here now, like I said yesterday, from at this level, we are seeing that the chart is here. Telling that sellers are strong here. That's why it has not broken out this position where you see the blue line. But I want to quickly show you a chart that also this chart I just opened now. These are the market as close of yesterday, almost testing a T line. T line is a black line here. But look at the what I call the cycle indicator. You can see where it is now. That even from here, the market will it remains up there. The momentum in the market is strong. But if we go to our chart, when we open that the same oscillator, because here we have factored in, to suit our own training system, to know when the market is. That's why in this in this indicator, we have changed it to that. It's not just stochastic oscillator as you just see there. This is just also telling you the momentum behind the stock. You can see that even when it was below the T line, you can see all this way, it was oscillating to this level. But when it broke down, you saw that it came down. But it touched this level, you can see the momentum was still relatively strong here before it came out. You can see once it touched it formed a double top, a double bottom here, you saw what happened and it started coming down. And since it crossed up, you can see it has remained up all this while. But if you go and check the stochastic indicator, you will see up and down, say oversold, overbought. People were naturally running away from the market when it was going up, saying that our market has oversold, overbought region. But I think that market remains strong because it's trading above the T line, which I've always emphasized in many of my class, so that you know when to panic. But now that you see, if you look at the the last candles are yesterday, but I'm not live already. I think the market is also like what we call a double button here, which is a blue signal. But we need to confirm because yesterday we saw that information or sentiment or dynamic of the market is changing because of what hike rate. Naturally, there will be what we call flow of from moving from equity to what to fixed income. But because of the timing again that we are seeing, the period, this is the work coincident with any season, coincident with election. If any season come and this company pay what they are doing, the ones we have seen on the day, we have seen impressive number. I believe that it's going to sustain the momentum, and we will have to get the election right again. And that will be a plus for markets. Funds will also be coming. That's why we need to balance what we are doing. Even yes, we expect to balance, balance, as I said earlier, but you as an investor, you are doing at that micro level. Know why you are in the market. It's kind of talk because even in a recession, I said yesterday there are some proof stocks, which I mentioned that you can log in and see them in the buy and sell signal on that the jumper pack subscription. You get it there. These are the things we should do. You don't need to panic because you are in the right stock at the right time. Back to our chart here. Yes, before we continue with the chart, I told you I'm just explaining something before we come to live chart. We want to look at what the market is doing now. But before we quickly look at the market position, we want to look at the result that hit the market even this morning from Triple G. Third quarter, this March year end account, and the number will tell you this number is impressive. And you can see that this company for this while has remained a bit inactive, but recently we started activities even since last 2 years, improving gradually, but not often. Also, being a match account, results will come and people money because it's not among those December year account. But we have seen that the third quarter release from this company look very attractive that it draw our attention. Yes, know that activities here is not much in terms of price, and also the share in issues also relatively strong. This is talked about below 500 million share as share in issue. You know what it implies. But if you look at the number, look at the turnover for the period ended December 31st for Q3, it moved from 1.02 billion to 2.19. That's about 115% up for that period. For third quarter, I mean the 9 months of the financial year. PAT also sustained that level from 36.33 million to 101.16 million, representing 175% up. This is almost higher than the full year they had in 2022. That ended March last year. This one figure for third quarter, their profit that is higher than that. It tells you where this company is going. Also, if you look at the PAT, this figure 101.16 translates to 20 kobo earning per share. For a stock that is selling how much? This is a stock that is selling below 1 naira. You can see what you should expect from this kind of company and know what the price is. I said it now. It just around selling below 1 naira, around 80 kobo. You can see where it's going. And also, if you look at the profit margin, yes, you can see that profit margin is low. For the year, for the quarter ended third quarter December, it had about 4.57% for profit margin against 3.56 in 2021 financial period. But other income for the period declined by 41% to around 100 and something thousand. But if you see the finance cost for this period, I will tell you, the thing was very, very good. There was a rise in financial cost. You know what we are suffering in Nigeria since May, how cost of borrowing has also accelerated. You can see that it moved from 23.4 million to 52.3 million for cost of finance. But another thing is very important that we should note, that I very tell people that is very, very important. The operating cash flow for this company for the period under review remained in negative. That means in red. It moved from negative 586.75 million to 820.575 million. You can see this project board. The number okay. The earnings critical can also support. If they have surpassed their full year earnings as a third quarter, it tells you it speaks to volume for the stock. For the payment and also the share issue that is not much. You know that when a stock is not tradable, they have to be very careful. These are the things also we also know when you are trading. There are stocks that are tradable. When I mean tradable, they have volume. Other characteristics that anytime you want to buy, want to sell, they are there. It's also very, very important. Share in issue that is small is also good. Also, the shareholding structure. But you need to know if you are the one entering the stock at 80 kobo 1 naira, with a good money, even a institutional investor cannot play this kind of stock because of what the small share in issue. That's why there are some things that has good sharing issue, has good holding structure that you can do as trade. That's why I said those tradable stock is where you can see this institutional investor, the smart money. These are the quality of those stock that the smart money will be looking at. I can just tell you that these earnings look good, but also a call for caution when we are taking position. But for retail investor, nothing, nothing is too wrong if if you are getting there looking that way. Particularly for those that look for penny stock, we are seeing improved number in this stock. Yes, back to the market as we speak now. As I said earlier, market is marginally down. It's doing 52,587.76, down by 24.85, around 0.02 again. I think that this oscillation has continued. The good thing is that the market breadth, to speak, is still positive. We are seeing 12 gainers against the 10 losers. And I can see that despite the information that came yesterday, some stock that has a defensive in nature, that numbers are good, people are taking position. Tells you that that's why I say this rebalancing. Just a watch today and tomorrow before we know generate the market. And also don't forget that we are watching today and tomorrow, also coming closer to the end of the end of the month, and we expect to see more of this unaudited account between tomorrow and next week before the week before the month runs out. Then we'll now start seeing all those that will come with the corporate action as from February. These are the things that I believe that will shape the market, despite what the decision of MPC to hike rates. Yet I know that the real economy will be hit and will also be kind of suffering for this. But I believe that very soon we might start seeing also tapering in terms of rates if all things being equal, start getting it right. But I believe for now, this rate hike is just only for financial market. That fund will flow for one, but for the economy, we are stability. That means as we are also expecting to enter, first quarter result of the company, also be factoring their cost of work, cost of running their business. But for those that are able to push their cost to their consumer or their customer, fine. But don't forget that there's a level you can hike the price of your commodity, even the demand will drop, and that also lead to what leaving your goods on the shelf. And when your goods on the shelf, it has to work for affecting your number. Yes, we want to look at the top losers. The top losers at this hour are you can see R2 Bisco, you can see Geregu, people are taking profit, profit taking since they move from around that 110 to almost 150. You can see people are still taking profit in that stock. Also can see that computer warehouse group is also on the top loser chart. You can also see Red Star there and also Transcorp. These are the top 5 losers in that chart. But if you go to the gainers category, you can see that Chinarat is leading there by 10%. Also Triple G 10%, and these are you can see Triple G number as I just said. Komu is there, Komu is also gain almost 9% up. Wasi, Japan, and the Unilever. Unilever maintained that tempo of yesterday, almost 13 naira. 10 kobo this hour. Is good on the strength of the number released. You can see the power of what earnings when it comes to market. If liquidity is much in the market like you can see where this should have taken this stock, and this is not audited account, this is unaudited account. You can see even the Triple G. You can see that's why you must know how to use your trade your earnings using what we learned from Alaji last class, and also the one I took time last one day. Even I discussed it also in this class the first day. That is on Monday. You know how to trade with what earnings, skill tech analysis, and what and fundamental. This will help you to make what informed investment decision. Quickly look at the volume, in terms of volume. But now you can see that the volume, the highest volume today this morning is coming from GT code, and that is about 3.72 million shares. At the price remain at 24.10. Good one. Can see also Fidelity Bank also trading above 5 naira. 3.4 million shares. First, you can see first FBN holding also around the 1165. 3.3 million shares. Mutual benefit assurance also around 33 33 kobo, also 3.3 million shares. Charms is not left. You can see that was not left, but you can see down about 8 kobo, 2.3. Here, I also saw the life of MTN. If you go over that, that's why market is in red. MTN just, I think it's been about either 1 naira or 2 naira that put the market in this region. But I believe that before the market close for the day, we might see what an uptrend. But the good thing is that I show you the momentum indicator, but now we are live on the chart. You can see that the market is still on the side movement. I can see it from here. Let me quickly show you before I color indicator. You can see from here the market is still what side trending. You can see the trend here, on that move. You can see slightly that top below it resisted, came up. Market I put back down this morning. You can see that. You can see this week here. The touch here, it came up again. This is what happened yesterday. So it also came up to close at this level. We are seeing this formation here. It's also information for a reversal in terms of a bull, but until the end market, at the end of the market, you know exactly what the market. That's why you must know how to look at what candlestick or price action to see, to analyze what is happening there. I see that even when there is a seller selling down, buyers has pushed it up here, and you can see seller try to pull it down here. But that was what happened yesterday. They sell it down here, but buyer took which one to take it. That's why yesterday we saw 50-50 buying sentiment at the end of trading yesterday. But this is how I can see the same trend as they sell down here, but buyers are also taking up, but they are taking advantage of the low price of those stocks that also push it up here. We'll see at the end of the day how the market goes to close. For now, nowhere. Yeah, let's quickly call our indicators to look at the market finally before we call it a day. So that we're able to look at some individual stuff and also look at the market trend. I want to call out that stochastic on the slide. You can see the different. The one I show you that we used to also trade, for us our own portfolio, and which also this money flow. That the money flow, try to look up now slightly. It's almost as well as gone as well as 55 yesterday. It's not coming up again today. Let's see if it sustained. That means position taking. Let's see how it's going to push it up. Then our T line can trade in this market for any of our charts without calling our T line, because it gives us clear direction where the market is and also what is happening. Then, as I said, let me call the stochastic oscillator so that you can see the difference between what I show you and what you will see in other platform, on other software. But to be able to do the adjustment that we normally do, that is where you can get it. This is the stochastic oscillator. You can see it here. And also look at, can see it here. Good. You can see it here now. The way it is, you can see the momentum we are seeing in this stock, where it's taking us. You can see that at this point to say that it's oversold region, like overbought region to start on it. I see that it's almost the same pattern that I just showed you in the other one. You can see it here now. You can see it for yourself so that you know how to interpret it. See also that it's still above the word T line, trading flat top of the T line. That is what money flow is just trying to make sign of looking up after dropping as low as 55 yesterday. It's almost 58 now, 58, 56. That is good for money flow. But let's look at 1 hour chart for this stock, for the market. Sorry, now we cannot conclude. Look at 1 hour chart. I tell you the market is ready to build up here. You can see it up here. But if you look at your weekly chart, it's good to look at that on the market to see what it is. You can see on the market, see that the momentum is still very, very strong. So you can keep your finger crossed that the market is still very, very strong. You can see it here as we move up. Now the market is still on the weekly chart, still maintaining a V shape, and V chart pattern in the analysis is a bullish one. That's why I said we'll see trading today and tomorrow before we conclude, and let's see the outcome of what the treasury option for today. Yes. Quick one. We want to look at those stocks that has maintained a good momentum now. Let's look at the life of Okomu and the Unilever yesterday. These are the things we want to look at now. Let's look at Unilever and see where that stock is going. We saw yesterday, where it is. Want to see where the stock is at this hour now. Unilever. Want to see Unilever. See where it's going so that can take advantage of the price movement in Unilever. But for those that have not got the stock at the last price, you can see on the weekly chart, somewhere above the T line, you can see it here. Momentum is going strong. Money flow 34 on the weekly chart. Quickly come down to our daily chart. But for swing traders, you can see that in the last 1 hour, you can see where the price is now. I think there was the gap up here. You can see for a day chart. Look at where it is here. You can see it has gone on as almost 13.20 before pulling down to this 13%. You can see where it is now. In the last you can see where it is. It dropped up here. You can see money flow is looking up and momentum is becoming stronger. Then on a day chart, it's very, very important. Look at, you can see where it is. On the last 2 hours, you can see red and almost still up and down, but still strong above the T line. very strong. But here at this point, remember what I tell you, when you see this stock, you can quickly look at what 15-minute chart to see what you can do. You know, it's possible if you have entered below that, you can see profit take. You can see that I started coming down already in the last 15 minutes. You can see that's why I tell you that profit taking activities will soon come in that stock. That's why you also watch and take profit as I remind you. It's very, very important. Let's quickly look at Okomu. Okomu. Let's look at Okomu oil. Look at Okomu oil here. Yes, Okomu oil, because their pattern, for you to get a real movement, that is better you do weekly chart to see. But we want to look at the weekly chart and daily now to see the information. Here for weekly chart, I see that the stock is above the T line where it is now. You can see it here above the T line for Okomu. You can see it here. But let's quickly look at the chart on the stock. Yeah, sorry. On the day chart, that will be on the day chart, you can see where it is now. Money flow is above 50 within our 63. I can see where it is now. It's always at a weak momentum. When it start coming up, you need to also look at it, and it's already looking up gradually here. Money flow has turned up. You can see it here. For me, it's a good one for the stock. Because of our time, if you look at the transport, banking stock will remain the choice of investors as we speak now. First of all, their dividend paying history, and this season that we have seen this hike, and know that results from the banking sector will also be outstanding. That will also be attraction in that sector. But for transport on a day chart, we have seen a profit taken already. The stock is trading below the T line, and the momentum is telling us that it's looking down gradually. But you need to keep your finger. But I feel that this stock has all it takes to give you what you need this season. Well, you need to keep your eyes on that stock. Clearly, when the earnings hit the market, you need to keep your eyes on the stock. Finally, let's look at what is happening in FBN Holding. This is a company that that have sustained momentum even with all the up and down of the market. Not high the volatility, that maintains stability. Yet as we speak now on a day chart, it's still trading above the T line. Now flat on the T line, money flow is almost 94. For me, it's a good one for this stock. Fund is still entering this stock seriously. Tells that something is behind this movement. These are the things that you look at and you kind of stay cool in the market and wait to see the final direction. For me, it's a good one for FBN Holding. And on this note, say thank you and let have the good thing again is that before I draw the curtain, if you have not taken advantage of the jumper pack, this is the opportunity for you to do, because I tell you now that we have seen the the adjustment, was know that some stocks will make it, and those stocks also will be discussed in the coming Saturday. Those stocks that we should be selling off now because of their position might not see a good dividend yield as well. But for those that have that expectation of good dividend yield, or with the percent of their number, position taking are ongoing. But for those that need to sell so that I can see money to enter the other one, you need to also move them. That's what I'll be discussing also in the next class. Yes, the next question and answer on Saturday. See you and enjoy the rest of your training day. Bye.